was just getting some stuff ready for my cast on Friday, I thought, I haven't done a homebrew Wednesday in absolute ages, so here it is. As it goes, I do have a little bit to talk about, okay, so bear with me. First of all, hops. Had a good crop of hops this year. You might have seen on the hop page on Facebook or whatever. But this is what I got. I got about 800 grams in total, something like that. And these are them. There's 100 grams of early bird there. I think I got about 500 grams of that. 300 grams of that's early bird as well. But I got 300 grams of East Kent Goldings as well. I used my dehydrator and my backpacker. So yeah, so we got a good crop. I've already done one brew, which I'll stick some footage in the corner here or something in a minute. Yeah, I did a bitter, an English bitter, and it went well. So the hops smelled great, and yeah, it was good brew day. Which brings me to the Grainfather. Everybody knows I got one now. I've put a sight glass on. You've all seen that. So getting to know this piece of equipment is what I thought was going to be easy. And at first I just sort of fuck it, just wing it. Put the grains in, and I was getting a lot of foam. Then I realised, put the water in first, and then stir in the grains as you would a normal mash tun. Problem solved. The recirculation works well. And then initially I thought, I'll pull the basket up, and the water just drained out really, really quickly. I put the sparge water in the same, cleared down really, really quickly. In all, the whole sparging process took about 15 minutes. I thought, fucking brilliant, saved loads of time. And then I started noticing, at first I thought it was just me, and I'd done something wrong. But as I did more and more brews, I was noticing my efficiency was plummeting right down. I thought it was due to my volume, so I put the sight glass on, which is brilliant. It makes life so much easier. But it wasn't that. Then I thought, the grains might be old, or it might be defective. So I bought another set of grains, just for one batch of beer from another place, and the same thing. So I mean the OG was out by 10 points or more. It was a big outage, if you will. It wasn't just a few points either way. It was always down. If I was 10.60, I'd only be like 10.50 or 10.48. So I think it is down to the fact that I'm sparging too quickly. I'm not rinsing the grains properly. The water is sort of just rushing through as opposed to trickling through, collecting all the sugars and whatnot. Because I did notice as well when I emptied the grain basket, which is here. Yeah, so basically, if I show you quickly, grain basket, yeah, big, but it's got this big false bottom. But as soon as you lift it up, gravity obviously just fucking drags all that water out, and it does so at quite an incredible rate. So when I emptied the basket into the, get rid of the grains, I noticed, they were really sticky, as opposed to what they used to be in the old mash tun here. You can see just there. Yeah. So I think, okay. So that's going too quick. So now I've got to devise a way, because I don't just want to trickle it slowly, because I'm not going to get an even spread, because it's quite a big. I could sort of go with the hose and just sort of keep turning and turning, but I could, I need the sparge to be at least 30 to 40 minutes long. So what I wanted to get is like a circle shower head. I don't know if you've seen them. It's sort of just bent tube, you know, it's like a tube all the way around, holes in. It's got a bar through the middle, water goes through, spreads out, and just trickles in like a shower head, for lack of a better term. So I'm going to need something like that, you know, to make sure it's covering all the the grain bed, sorry. So it's not just making a channel and just going through one way, you know, just so it's all spread over and going down quite nicely and not too quickly, which is what has been happening. You know, I've just been letting it sit in there. I do let it sit like normal, about just about half an inch above the grain bed. There is another perforated disc that sits on top of the grain bed that kept the water about a good half inch above that. But you know, because of gravity or whatever, or because of the speed that the initial wall came out, it is just dropping through as well, which is, I think that is what's killing off my efficiency. But still, still end up with 4.5% beers, so it's not a total loss, but they should have been a lot stronger in terms of ABV. So yeah, what else? There was some, oh yeah, I bought myself one of these efforts, because, you know, bottling is a ball ache, and I don't really bottle anymore, and I just wanted a way of just bottling the odd one or two when I want to dish stuff out. So I bought one of these. It's not a Blickman, but, or Blichman, however you want to say it. It is a cheaper version. So you've got a gun, so gas in, you can purge. Yeah, so you press that, the gas comes out there, so you can purge all the oxygen out of your bottles. It works similar, you pull the trigger, that pulls back. There. I don't know if you can focus. Anyway, you know how they work. That comes forward, beer comes out, fills your bottle. So beer goes in through the back. Got a hose. This hose you have to buy separate from the gun, but you did get some other spare parts as well. You got some spare the rubber tip, spare one of them, some spare barbs, some odds and ends. But the whole thing cost me less than 60 quid, I think, off eBay. I haven't tried it yet, but I will. Obviously, I didn't buy it just to look at it, and I will get back to you, let you know how that works. I've looked at some other videos on YouTube that people have used this, and it looks the job. It looks fine. So yeah. What else? I did a cider. Used a cider press. I don't know if you can see it there. Nope. It's, I'll show you in a minute. I'll take it a little bit around. The whole brewery's changed around. Things have gone. Things have come in. I'm in a bit of a mess, but I'll show you anyway. Let's do that, and then we'll talk some more. Okay. Okay, so we've got a couple of fridges there. That's just a standard fridge with a little freezer in it, which is handy. It's got all the hops in there. Yeah, this is the fermentation fridge. So it's sitting at 18 degrees. There's only enough for one bucket, but I got demijohn as well. That's red wine. There was some grapes given to me a while back. I just juiced them, stuck them in there, a bit of sugar, some light in there. That's a Oh, and it's cleaning, look at that. Ugh, man. I'll have to clean that out once this is finished. So that's, what is that? It's an IPA. I just brewed that this weekend. Again, I had the same issue with the sparge. So hopefully I'll get something in place before I use the sparge on that again. One thing or another, there will be something in place for that. Okay. So here we've got, obviously we've got the Grainfather, HLT there. We've got some shelving down there with some, some bits and bobs. It's not really been sorted out, I've not long put it in here. CO2 tank, there's a Corey back there somewhere. Star Sam drill. There's the cider there. Fresh pressed cider using that press there. It's only sorry about that. It's aeroplanes. I live right by a RAF base. So that's a 6 litre press. And I got 10 litres of juice. I didn't need anything bigger than that. It's part of the that's the gas boiler, mash tun. HLT there. That's the dehydrator here. Good. So that's a grain bin. And it's got all of the grains and whatnot in there. This is new as well, which is the manifold for the CO2, which is quite good. I've got 3 outlet on that one gas tap, which I use for my ales. The centre one I'm going to use for a stout or possibly even a lager. It's just the one that's on its own, so I can alter the PSI on that one. And this one here, which is indicated over here for whatever reason, is what I used to force carb. So I've got a lager in there now, force carbing at 20 psi. I'll leave that for a few days, and that tells you how much gas you got left. As you can see, I'm going to need to go and refill that very, very soon. Over here we've got another fridge, the tall one. And I use that for cold crashing and the storage of a few beers, and that's it. And the taps, same old, same old. I've got 3 chrome taps I'm going to put in eventually when I'm not entirely sure, but we'll get it done at some point. Let's put it back in there, sit back down. So yeah, that's it. I don't know what else I got to talk about really. Main issue is the efficiency. I mean, I'm not too fussed about the efficiency, to be honest, but I like to be within a couple of points. I don't like to be 10 or more points out. That's just ridiculous. There's something wrong there. And I think that sparge arm, or whatever you want to call it, will solve that issue. And that's it. So Friday nights, cast night. Come and join us if you're into your rock music. Pop in, say hello. It's just end of the week. Get hammered, listen to cool tunes, have a laugh. It's good fun. Next week, not this Friday coming, but the following Friday, we got Paul, Reverend Bus. He's coming over to see me for the weekend, so he's going to be joining me on my cast on Friday. That's Saturday, so it'll be a week this Saturday coming. I think it's the 24th of October. I think it's the 24th, let me check. 24th of October is a Saturday, yeah. So the 24th of October, we'll be having a brew day. I'll put it up on, I might cast it, or I might just Hangouts, Google Hangouts. If you're interested, just pop in. Let me know and I'll send you the link if you're going on Hangouts. If not, you just go to the usual place on Born Live for the cast of it. It should be a laugh. It should be a good laugh. So I think Paul's doing a stout. I am doing a treacle porter. I've never done one before, so that's what I'm going to be doing. And that's it, I think. Can't think of anything else. So, yeah, happy days. Right. Hopefully, I'll try and keep these updates regular now. I get busy through the summer, so I don't really get a chance to do videos. But now all that's calmed down. Hopefully, I should get a video out every week, if I've got something to talk about every week, that is. But for the next couple of weeks I will, because I've got what I've told you now, so I'll give you an update on how the Spar Jam goes and whatnot, how that affects my efficiency. We've got Paul coming up next weekend, so I'll go into more detail about that next week. And obviously the week after that I'll have the footage of that weekend to show everybody. And then of course we're coming up to Christmas, so we'll get my Christmas stocks up, everything good to go. Should be fun. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it. I got nothing else. I'm trying to think of something else, but you know, why force it? I ain't got it. Right. See you next time. Take it easy, fellas.